Kansas was once the Wild West capital of America. Dodge City? Gunfights in the street. No permits, no questions. Today, you can still carry without a permit, but there's one modern law that's putting law-abiding gun owners behind bars. And most don't even know it exists, so stick around to hear about it. If you carry a gun in Kansas, or even just own one, this video is for you. We'll break down the rules in simple steps using real examples so you stay safe, smart, and out of jail. Chapter 1, Carry. Since 2015, Kansas lets you carry a gun, open or concealed, without a permit. You just have to be 21 years old and not a criminal. This is called constitutional carry. Now here's the catch. If you want to carry in other states, many still require a permit. So if you travel a lot, getting Kansas's permit might still be smart. To check where your Kansas concealed carry permit is valid, the best source is the official Kansas Attorney General's website linked below. And while you're down there, hit that like and subscribe button to help our Second Amendment channel grow. Chapter 2, Buying. In Kansas, you can buy a gun from a store if you pass a background check. That means filling out a federal form called Form 40473. If you're buying from a private person, there's no background check required. That sounds easy, but if you sell to someone who shouldn't have a gun, the trouble comes back on you. Here's an example. If you sell to a guy with a felony record, even if you didn't know, you can still get charged. So ask questions. Chapter 3, Vehicles. Carrying a gun in your car? You can have a loaded handgun with you as long as you're allowed to own it. But long guns like rifles or shotguns need to be unloaded and in a case. If you just toss a loaded shotgun in the back seat, that's breaking the law. And here's a smart move. If you get pulled over, let the officer know you have a gun in the car. Use a calm voice and keep your hands where they can see them. Chapter 4, Banned Places. Just because you can carry doesn't mean you can carry everywhere. Here's where you can't carry: schools, courthouses, casinos, any business that has a no guns sign on the door. All we say at Relaxed Fit Tactical is, no matter how you feel about this, just carry smart. Also, many government buildings may have rules that override state carry laws, especially if they have proper security and signage. Metal detectors are a great indicator, but let everyone know how you feel by wearing one of our proud Second Amendment shirts, linked below, or go to relaxedfittactical.com. Chapter 5, Alcohol and Drugs. You can't carry a gun while drinking, or while using drugs that affect your judgment. Kansas law says you can't carry if you're under the influence of alcohol, illegal drugs, or even prescriptions that impair your ability to handle a firearm safely. Even if your blood alcohol level isn't above the driving limit, if an officer believes you're impaired, you can be arrested for carrying under the influence. So here's the rule. If you're going out to drink or taking anything that makes you feel off, just leave the gun at home. It's not worth the risk. Chapter 6, Minors. Kids under 18 can't own handguns, but they can still use guns for hunting or target practice, as long as an adult is there with them. If a kid gets their hands on a gun unsupervised, you could be held responsible, especially if someone gets hurt. So always lock it up and keep control of who can access it. Chapter 7, Red Flag. Kansas does not have a red flag law. Some states allow police or family members to ask a judge to temporarily take someone's guns away if they seem dangerous. Supporters say it can stop violence, especially suicide or threats. Critics say it gets abused by angry exes or people with a grudge, and can take your guns before you even get to defend yourself in court. Kansas passed laws to block red flag orders. Here, your gun rights can't be taken away without full due process. Comment 2A below if you support Kansas blocking that red flag crap. Chapter 8, Updates. Here's what changed. Kansas lowered the age to get a concealed carry permit from 21 to 18. You still don't need a permit to carry in Kansas, but a permit helps if you travel out of state. Also, state fairgrounds and large public events now follow a more consistent rule. You can carry there unless a law or a clear sign says you can't. When in doubt, check ahead of time. Chapter 9, Federal Restrictions. Here's something a lot of people miss, even experienced gun owners. Even if Kansas says you can carry, the federal government might still ban you. If you've ever been convicted of domestic violence, even a misdemeanor, or committed to a mental hospital by court order, or had certain felony records, federal law says you can't own or touch a gun, not even one bullet. Kansas might restore your rights, but that doesn't remove the federal ban unless it's fully cleared at both levels. So you might legally carry in Kansas, but still get hit with a federal felony just for owning a gun. This is why it's so important to check your full background and know if you're clear with both Kansas and federal law. Now you know more than most gun owners do. If you want to carry the smart way and stay ready while staying comfy, check out our gear at Relax Fit Tactical. We make the best CCW clothes for everyday carry. Stay sharp, stay safe, and always check your laws.